2019 has been a fantastic tech year so far. Now that we're in the second quarter, let's take a look at the top 5 smartphones that were released in the first quarter of 2019. My name is Keno and you're watching Anchor Tech. Get the latest tech news and updates in the most fun way possible by subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. The honorable mention goes to the Nokia 9 Purview. It's not exactly what you'd call a flagship in 2019 as it's powered by last year's processor, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845. But what makes this phone special is the 5-camera setup on the back, which enables it to take some of the most detailed raw images from a smartphone. The Xiaomi Mi 9 is the best bang for your buck on this list. You're getting a 6.39-inch AMOLED display, triple camera setup on the back and an in-display fingerprint sensor, all powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 coupled with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of onboard storage in the base model. All that for just $447 US. The LG G8 ThinQ is the most 2018 looking device on this list because of the notch. But if you're willing to look past that, it has quite a lot going for it. It is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 coupled with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of onboard storage. It is the first mainstream smartphone that uses a sound on display technology. LG calls it Crystal Sound OLED. There are 3 ways to unlock this device: the fingerprint sensor, which is on the back, a 3D face recognition system, and the new Hand ID, which reads your veins in the palm of your hands.
Kowalski. Sorry sir, no clue.
This is the only device that stands out on this list. Literally. It has a really tall 21:9 aspect ratio. It has the world's first 4K display on a smartphone, a triple camera setup on the back, and with Sony's Alpha division offering to help the mobile division with their cameras, this is gonna be an amazing camera device in 2019. It is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 coupled with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of onboard storage. The only device that is not powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chipset on this list. The regular P30 falls behind every other device on this list, so I'm going to focus on the P30 Pro. It has an optical in-display fingerprint sensor, a 6.47-inch 1080p AMOLED display, a huge 4200 mAh battery. But the main selling point of this device is the camera setup, a super sensing Leica quad camera. Its super spectrum 40-megapixel sensor allows it to take stunning images at night, and the new periscope sensor allows for super zoom, 5x optical zoom and 10x hybrid zoom. It also has an ultra-wide-angle lens and a new time-of-flight lens for better bokeh effect, all powered by the Kirin 980 chipset. This shouldn't be surprising to anyone. The Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus are the best smartphones on the planet right now, with the difference being the screen size, the battery size and the front-facing camera, whilst every other thing is the same. It has the world's first Infinity O display on an AMOLED, also the world's first ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, the world's first smartphone with Wi-Fi 6, triple cameras on the back for telephoto, wide-angle and ultra-wide-angle shots. It's the only smartphone that can record up to 4K with the selfie camera, and the only smartphone display that supports HDR10 Plus content. It is powered by the Snapdragon 845 in the US and China, and Samsung's own Exynos in the rest of the world, paired with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of onboard storage for the base model. And this configuration goes all the way up to 12GB of RAM and 1TB of onboard storage on the highest model. Smash that like button if you agree with my list, and if you don't, I'd like to see yours in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching guys, see you in the next one.